Welcome, fume heads, to my thoughts on Versace's Dylan Blue. I first started wearing this stuff out of a decant, and my love for this fragrance grew very quickly. And I was telling my wife, I gotta have a bottle of this one. This one has gotta be added to the collection. And lo and behold, on our anniversary, my wife surprised me with a bottle of Versace's Dylan Blue. So thank you, darling. Absolutely have grown quite smitten with this scent. Think very highly of the scent, and there's a number of reasons why. And I'm going to tell you why. First off, this fragrance, you gotta love it when a scent does this. It goes through transitions very noticeably. 3 stages. Now, sometimes a perfume, a fragrance is just great when it stays with them top notes. It stays linear throughout the whole thing because you freaking love what the top of it is and you're satisfied with that. But sometimes it's awesome to have a fragrance that does what it's supposed to do. Travel through the top notes, the heart notes, and the base. And that's what this one delivers. So I absolutely love that. Now, a lot of you may know that I'm not a huge fan of like tonka bean loud and proud and blasting in your face. And this one has tonka bean at the top of it. But what's blended really nicely with it is the citruses at the top, the grapefruit and the bergamot, making this kind of warmer, smoother, fruitier type of note. That tonka bean kind of takes away the bitterness, the sharpness that citruses deliver in the scent. Now, I love that as well, but I love the way that it's played in here as well. Softens them up and just makes them their own kind of unique, fresh, warm, sweet, fruitier type of scent, if that makes any sense. Now, quickly, this fragrance transitions into the heart, which consists of violet leaf, papyrus wood, patchouli, black pepper, and here's where it takes a nod to a classic fougere. A classic masculine green type of scent, but it does not go vintage. It keeps it modern, So, modern and relevant, but still giving you a taste of that classic masculine smell that we're all kind of used to is delivered in this scent in the heart. And one thing that I love about the heart is that the black pepper in here, usually black pepper doesn't really jump off of my skin, but the black pepper in this one does. And I love that, man. I love that, getting that little blast of pepper coming at me. Excellent. Really enjoy that about the heart of the scent. Now, in the heart of the scent, you can start to feel the base coming on, the ambroxan. The ambroxan is mixing in with that green fougere, bringing in this aquatic element to the scent. And when this scent is on its last journey on my skin, that's pretty much what I'm left with is that ambroxan, and I'm fine with that because it's beautiful. I love that type of vibe, that salty, fresh sea air coming at you. Just beautiful. Who the frick wouldn't love that? So for me, I get excellent longevity and projection out of this scent. Projection. It does its job. It gets noticed, and it gets noticed in a super way, I'm telling you. I mean, yesterday at work was nuts, man. People had their grills all up in my face. Just couldn't get off me. Couldn't get enough of this scent. So yeah, I love that. Boom, this scent works there. And longevity, a solid 8 hours. Excellent choice for a work scent, no doubt about that. Now, for me, this fragrance does, because of that fougere element in this scent, does have kind of a more mature vibe to it. Anybody could pull this off. It's not overly mature, but it does lean a little bit that way, I feel. So, there's lots of talk about this scent out there with Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, and now Dylan Blue. Frankly, I gotta tell you, I think they're different, for sure. Bleu de Chanel is more of a woody vetiver type of scent. Sauvage is a floral, aquatic, and this one is, I would call it a sweet fougere aquatic. Very different. Of course, there's gonna be, a touch of similarities there because they're fresh scents, of course, but very different. If you're looking for a new cologne, these 3, Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, or Dylan Blue, are all excellent choices to sniff out and check. I mean, all 3 of them have proven to be excellent fragrances. But of course, with any scent, even with these three, there are going to be people that it just doesn't work for. Frankly, this one, just like Sauvage and just like Bleu de Chanel, work flippin' fantastic for me. So, lucky me. Yeah, so it's always good to test for yourself, though. Never run out and buy a bottle. Sample first, you know. That's what I recommend. But I love coming across reviews out there where folks are like, yeah, I sniffed this one and it sucks. And then they write another review after they have worn it and checked it out again. And they're like, you know what? I was really wrong, man. This stuff is flipping great. Yeah, and I have a feeling so many people do that. You know, a new release comes out there by someone like Versace or Gucci or something, and you sniff it and you immediately dismiss it, and you're like, blah, sucks. And I have a feeling too many people do that and don't give it a chance. You might miss out on something fantastic, and I feel this is a fantastic addition to the modern masculine sense out there for sure. No doubt about that. But I have a feeling a lot of us do that, and I bet you I'm guilty of that as well. You know, you sniff something, you're like, but you really gotta sometimes take things for a ride. You gotta create an affair with them, man. You really gotta check them out and see what they're about and see what they deliver. But, of course, there is at times when you're taking that first whiff and it's just a synthetic pile of crap, and you're like, no further testing required. Top smells like shit. Ain't doing it anymore. And frankly, it's too bad there's a lot of them out there like that, but this is not one of them. This is solid juice for sure. And you know, Chanel's got its Bleu de Chanel, and Dior's got Sauvage, and now Versace. I'm happy for you, man. You got your Dylan Blue. Thumbs up in my book. On Fragrantica, it's getting a 3.5, but as far as I'm concerned, I would give this scent a 4.5 out of 5. Excellent. But that's it. If you guys have any questions about this scent at all, please feel free to ask me down below, and I will get back to you. But that's it, guys. Smell well, and I'll see you soon.